Hey, it's Shug here. This is a little intro for a video I shot, and it was over the weekend of Hurricane Helene hitting the southeast. I had flown down on the 25th of September to go to my buddy Hickory's house. We went up on Thursday to Grayson Highlands State Park, and this was the Grayson Highlands Fall Hammock Hang. And Hickory's one of the two people that puts that together. Slow Hike takes care of a lot of the media, and Hicks goes up there and sets up the Son of Big Blue, a huge tarp, makes coffee, is a little bit more in charge of on the grounds stuff. Well, we got there on Thursday, raining like crazy, high winds. All right, Thursday was setup day. Most of the hangers don't really come until Friday, and the actual hang was the 27th, 28th, and 29th. Well, it only ended up being 9 of us there because we slept there Thursday night. By Friday morning, we thought, you know, this is kind of crazy weather. A few trees went down, one near Hickory and Tracy's, you know, little hammock site down there. Well, the park closed. There was no electricity. The rangers came up and said there was a mudslide outside the park. So everything was canceled. They always have this big festival on Saturday up there with bluegrass music and crafts and everything to raise money for a local fire department. And man, everything canceled. So we got shut down and we were trapped at the park. The ranger Marcy said, you may be here for 3 to 5 days. So we were kind of isolated up on a mountaintop in Grayson Highlands State Park, not really knowing how bad it was out in the world. I was getting 1 bar on my phone. Most people weren't getting anything. So other than what the rangers were telling us, we just thought it was kind of bad where we were. But we knew this thing was coming through, but I had no idea it was going to come in this direction. So when we left, and we were able to leave on Monday, and thanks to those crews for getting out there, man, and really doing the work to clear as much as they could so you could pick your way through. You know, my heart goes out to everybody that's gone through this. And for me personally, just seeing Western North Carolina get so wrecked. My dad used to take us to Chimney Rock 2 or 3 times a year. My little sister went to camp at Lake Lure. I saw the Sons of the Pioneers for the first time up there at a concert with Rusty Anderson and his family at Lake Lure. Asheville. I remember when Asheville was just a podunk mountain town, and it's become like a cultural center of North Carolina. So Asheville and Boone and just all the towns, just the devastation that's happened. It's you know, it's hard to wrap your mind around. So my heart goes out to everybody. I've delayed this video for over a week to put it out just because of that. I didn't shoot a lot of footage on the drive out, just a little bit going through Mouth of Wilson. And as we were driving there, the rivers and creeks were high. And then when we drove out on Monday, it was Hickory, Tracy, and I driving through there, picking our way through back to where he lives up near Lynchburg. Man. So here's the video, and hope everybody's safe out there. And you know what? We're all just dust in the wind in this world. Hi, donkeys.
And they trying to eat out of a bucket while you're walking through here. Come on.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Sorry about the light there. Probably shocking to you. It's food time. You don't care, do you? Hi there. Having your cashy? Does that mean you like it or don't like it? Hey, you look like the donkey that Festus used to ride on Gunsmoke. And then what about this dark one? Is that a...
He was the first born on the farm.
He's kind of cool looking.
His daddy's
good,
not here
good
anymore.
eating.
His mama's here. His mama's right there.
Good eating. Country road, take me there. Kent took a shower, didn't comb his hair. Oh, Virginia believes in Santa Claus. Here we go, let's not get lost. Shug here, been riding for about 3 hours with Hickory and his girlfriend Tracy, and we're heading up to the Mount Rogers Fall Hang. I came down to it. Kind of been keeping it on the QT. They're in there right now. It's our last stop in food country. Buying some coffee, some 8 o'clock coffee, because Hickory's known for making the coffee up there. We're in Grayson Highlands State Park near the mouth of Wilson, Virginia. I flew down yesterday, slept on Hicks's couch last night, We had a good night sitting out on the porch at his house on the farm. Fed the donkeys, played with the cats, heard the cows lowing, and it was raining real hard, and we just sat out there and laughed and caught up on old times. Got to sleep about 1 o'clock, got up early, and kind of got set and watched him pack the car in the rain. It's really raining. There's flash flood warnings up here right now. A lot of people have already dropped out of the hang, but blah, blah, blah. I'll catch up with you later. There's going to be plenty to say, plenty to do. I don't know how much I'll film with this because I'm going to be just gallivanting and visiting with other people, hopefully up under Son of Big Blue, which is the big 40 by 20 tarp that Hickory's known for hanging up there. Woo, buddy! All secure in Sector, Virginia. Yellow man walking at Grayson, yellow man walking in the woods, yellow man, looking for the big tarp, yellow man ignoring Shug, yellow man, blue tarp with a big thing, standing free. Pretty exciting trying to get this tarp up with everybody going, no, do it this way, do it that way, no, do this, pull that up over there, and then put that over there, and then tie that knot over there, and put it up against that tree over there. It's getting there. Once we got this up, we're in safe land. You hear me? Well, we've been sitting up there gabbing. It has been back and forth, raining like crazy. There's been flash flooding in the area. Callahan said that the new river has risen up real high, and we knew it was coming. And it has been just torrential rain, but we're here. There's maybe about 7 of us up here. Me and Hickory, Tracy, Callahan, Pa Parker, Slow Hike, Home Run, I said Callahan already, Tom Tom, and one other person. Now I'm forgetting them right now, but I'll remember it later once I turn the camera off. But it's been fun. Just embracing this rain. But I got a nice spot down here. I'm crawling in the Majestic hammock. Got my pillow ready. I'm dry under here. I feel pretty warm. Good to go. Try to get a little sorted out tomorrow, a bit more, but it got dark fast. So we were just scrambling to get the big tarp set up there, so we had a place to hang out for everybody, and everybody had to come down and find their little spots. There's just rivers of water running through here, but at least we're on a hill and it's not a puddle. It's just running underneath you, but I'm actually pretty good under here. As you can see, I'm set up per usual. I'm working out of a duffel bag because it's not a backpacking trip and I flew down. So we'll talk in the morning, and hopefully other people are coming, and there's like a little festival Saturday, but tomorrow will be Friday, and this weather has scared some people off, and I guess we're on the edge of the hurricane that was kind of going through the Florida Panhandle and all that. We're catching some of the outside of that. Should say, woo, buddy, all secure in Sector 7 at the Soggy Bottom Lounge. Man, I'll tell you, that wind has just been blowing all night. I've had 7 or 8 big limbs. Luckily not enough to tear my tarp, but hitting me hanging off my tarp. It sounds like a freight train coming through here. But the coffee's on. About 8:30, I slept in good. I haven't seen any motion. I think everybody's hunkered in this rain. So up here at this Grayson Highlands fall hang, we will see what today brings. It's Friday, and supposed to be people coming, but there's flash flooding, and I don't know what the park is doing. Wow. When it blows, it blows. But I slept good. Wake up once in a while with just wind. I'm dry. Dry as you can be in this kind of weather. It looks like, things feel damp. Hickory and Tracy are down that way. I don't know where everybody else is, but woo. I gotta have myself some Medaglia d'Oro instant espresso. Now come alive. And I'll give you a report later. Wow, it is whipping through, but I got coffee. Good old Medaglia d'Oro. It'll get calm for a second and then boom, hits you right back. Secure the perimeter. All fairly secure in Sector Soggy. Well, Son of Blue blew down last night pretty much. We've got a little river running down through camp here. Slow Hike had a bunch of limbs. This limb came down. We got some work to do. People are hunkering down here and quite jovial. Whoa, buddy. What you doing there, yellow man?
I'm in porch mode, man.
Porch mode. That war bonnet tarp let loose on you, did you modify that?
I did it before.
All right, bye-bye now. Got to keep the camera dry. That's not a river or a creek. That's a path. Yellow man. Yellow man cooking the scrapple. Yellow man. Camera fogging up. It's yellow man. It's blue woman. Blue woman with a blue tarp. Blending in. It's engineer man with his hippie colored bear canister. It's an orange Shug singing in a baritone, monotone voice, standing in a rainstorm under a tarp. We're having the best hang ever, everybody. This weather really kept the people out. Oh, look at this. So I want to bring you over, show you. Let me wipe off the lens here. So we got limbs down, but this tree up here, I think you've already seen that one. That one came down about a half hour ago, right up here where Tom Tom's camping. And this is not funny. I don't like this, but this happens. This one just snapped off. Right there. Fell over our little path, cracked and headed toward home runs. Let me see if I can wipe this lens off. Headed over there and didn't quite make it. But that is not good. So the wind will be kind of fine and then just hit us like 40, 50 miles an hour. Bam! But had some eggs. Phantom Grappler is here. Home Run is here. Tom Tom is here. Callahan is here. Slow Hike is here. Tracy is here. Pop Parker is here. Hickory's here. Shug, up the third person, is here. And we are it.
Yeah. Need some height on.
Oh, nice toss. Nice toss. While drinking.
Hey, do you want me to loosen up that other side for a minute?
Time to refigure the tarp, and this is so difficult. Two guys go over to start doing it. I go over to help them. Then there's four more guys, so then I step back just to film, let them figure it out. And it has just gotten to where, all right, right now at this point, I'll tell you this. The park is closed. No one can get in or out. There's trees all over highways outside. There was a mudslide. There's flooding in towns. This was a big deal. I mean, just look around here. This is just in one little place. Sticks everywhere, trees have fallen, water still rushing through. But it's all starting to abate. So they've closed the park. We're trapped here for possibly 3 to 5 days. I may miss my flight. They got plenty of food, so anybody coming to the hang has already turned around and gone home. Roads are closed, trees down everywhere over roads. There's no electricity in the park. The rangers are going to come around later and give everybody an update because there's maybe 12 people over there in campers. They're not part of our hang, they're just regular campers. And so we're here. This is going to be it for the big Grayson Highlands fall hang for about the last hour. We've not had the 50 to 70 mile an hour winds. We've not had all the rain. We're actually all kind of starting to dry a little bit. So that's where we're at. But we got Bojangles biscuits. We got a big bow box. We got barbecue. There's a little bit of libations for some of the guys. Got shortbread and Uncle Bubba. Sorry you had to turn around and go home, man. I was basically making the shortbread from you, but we're all gonna have to enjoy it now. Well, it's been a long time since I talked to y'all. Basically, because it's a hang, we've been sitting up there. We're able to get a fire. The rain has quit. All that heavy wind has stopped. I think I said earlier that the park is closed. One of the highways going out here had a huge mudslide. The ranger came up, gave us a report, and that is not going to be fixed anytime soon. So we've got to kind of wait to find out how we can get out of here. Like I said, the festival was canceled. A lot of towns like Boone had a lot of damage. Some friends of ours had a 100-foot hickory tree fall on their house. That's up there by the Linville Gorge. There was a lot of damage in the state. We're up here on the top of a mountain, and you know, it's blowing and trees are falling here, but everybody's okay, and we're kind of quarantined here in the park for a while. So tomorrow's Saturday, and it is supposed to be, by all accounts, cloudy, but not rainy. It's nice to have those big winds done, because they were even scary last night a little bit. I had about 7 limbs drop on top of my tarp. And they weren't big limbs, but they were, oh, you know, inch and a half at their base, maybe a little bit bigger, and the tarp held, didn't leak. So I had no damage, but a little shocking when it hits a boom. And they're laying all around, cleared them out, but they're laying around, and a lot of the people that were going to come aren't coming because they can't get in here. And so it remains to be seen. It's a mystery, and that sort of makes things exciting. Will I be able to fly out of here Tuesday morning? Don't know. I'm not going to worry about it because we still got a few days and things could change, hopefully for the better. We're able to sit outside from and have a fire tonight. We didn't have to be hunkered under the blue tarp. Oh, hello. I slept good. It's about 8:30 in the morning. Sitting right here, waiting for this pot to boil, so that I can have some Medaglia d'Oro instant espresso. It's kind of funny, even though it's a small hang, I wake up exhausted because you come here and you just talk and talk and talk and talk and visit and talk and hang out and talk and visit and stuff, and that's what you do. You know, right now my mind is a little dull. So I'm going to wait till the coffee. Have a couple of coffees and probably eat some Bojangles and just kind of see what happens. That's it. Wait to hear any news that might come our way about the situation outside here of North Carolina and Virginia and everything, and this area from the hurricane, and are the roads opening, and is there any hope to catch my flight, and blah blah blah. Tell you what, old Hickory's been busy though, you know, because him and Slow Hike puts us together, and Slow Hike does all the communication on hammock forums and possibly some other places, I'm not sure, but you know, Hickory's it's his big blue tarp. He feels responsibility to get things set up, and he always goes up and makes coffee for everybody. He's up there doing that now. I'm going to have my coffee here, and he percolates some 8 o'clock coffee. I'll snag some of that a little later. And then Tracy's here with him, his girlfriend, and she slept out in the bunkhouse in the campground last night, and Phantom Grappler did too. And the park opened that up to us because they were pretty wet, and Tracy's tarp ripped, and she was going to sleep in the back of Hicks's Volvo wagon, but that opened up, so she went over there, figured she could dry some stuff out. We might try to rig her back up with something today, get her back down in the woods. And Phantom's stuff, he had a chill, or was just hanging out over in the pavilion yesterday, and when it was so rainy and blowy, and we were sitting there, Callahan and I saw this tarp that's got these tarp poles to go across. So this big limb came down and kind of snagged the end of his tarp,
and he's got a tarp with the 2 poles on the end. He's got 1 pole on this end and 1 pole on this end. And that kind of popped them loose, and so they fired out of the pockets, and they were sticking straight up in the air, which was lifting his whole tarp up, and his underquilt and hammock were just getting soaked. So we went and just took all the poles all the way out and just kind of let his tarp just hang down over, because man, it's like 50-mile-an-hour winds, 70-mile-an-hour gusts. I got myself a pretty boil. Yes, sir. That boil is coming on out there now. I think I'll take an opportunity to have myself some of that powdered espresso. Makes me kind of nervous. So anyway, he was trying to dry his stuff out. Everybody's got their car going, you know, with their underquilts up under their heaters or on the floorboard, trying to blast them. And, you know, it's doing a little bit, but I'm lucky. I stayed real dry down here, so yeah. Oh, glory. Oh, that first shot of Medagliadoro. I could feel the power of a powdered espresso going into my soul already. And I'm going to lay back like little Lord Fauntleroy here, enjoy my morning. I'm going to look at the woods. And what else am I going to do for you? I'm just making stuff up now. You know, I'm getting 1 bar on my phone here, so I was able to check and text Meg, and people were checking on us. Particularly, I guess, you know, we're up here and we were just taking care of ourselves, trying not to get hit by a tree, but sounds like things got pretty tore up out there from Florida to Georgia and North Carolina and areas right around here. So kind of just isolated from it. You know, you're just trying to take care of yourself. So I guess I've talked about that now about 10 times now.
Partial yellow man, halfway yellow man, Green Bay Packer man, gonna throw a tarp man. Oh yeah, yeah, you're a winner. Yay, yay.
We knew you could do it all alone, Kent.
I really wanted failure. I really wanted failure.
Well, here's a little report right now. Been sitting down there with everybody just gabbing and talking. We're all a little calmer today. We got some intel on the roads from a backpacker just now, and they were able to get into the park, coming from the way that Hickory needs to bring us home. So now we have some first-hand information. You just have to take that one highway and get off certain places. He said there's highway workers everywhere out there, and they'll help you out, telling you which way to go. The thing about hangs is they're just more visiting, and you just kind of want to be in the moment. Hey, Uncle Bubba, I hope you see this. You're one of the only guys that ever mentions really loving this shortbread, and Hick said he saved some of his stale shortbread for you, and you can sometimes bring it back to life by putting it on a griddle and bringing the butter out of it and adding more butter to it. So I'm giving this stash, that's a whole pan. That's one of my finer cuts. I'm sending this with Callahan to you, and I've given Callahan, now that I've gotten to know him, a little permission to maybe weasel sack a piece or two. But this is the size of it. So if it's smaller than this by half, you got a problem. I hope you enjoy it. That's a concoction, you call it, huh?
Yeah, we want to have some real meat in the thing, you know?
Oh, you have concocted.
They do look like eggs though, but they're actually taters.
Beautiful. How about you, Kent?
I'm mesmerized.
Yeah, are you just supervising? Quality control?
I'm watching his stirring motion. When he does, you don't know.
All right, see you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you see him?
Yeah. Big smush.
It's a big meeting of the minds here about possible routes and peanut butter.
Nashville. The other one was that guy that wrote that book. Don't eat the mushroom.
Frog legs. Frog man. Frog legs. Yellow man. Yellow man.
80% maybe. Okay, you're done then.
You got venison burgers there, or what is that?
Little flippers, little flippers in the woods. Little flippers, makes you feel good. Wow, look at that. Look at that goodness. Oh, that meat. Ah.
And I think we can all tell you here they are succulent and delicious. And I'm going to double down on succulent, because I haven't said that in a long time. Moist. The man has a gift. And we also have grass-fed beef burgers for dessert.
That's right. It's a meat-a-thon.
A meat-a-thon. Well, you know, it's surf and turf.
It's a meat.
It's surf and turf.
Except we ain't got no three, we just got meat.
Come on down to Hickory's Amphibian Restaurant. Tell us about the mouthfeel of the frog leg. Is it unctuous?
It's unctuous. It's very unctuous. I feel hoppy.
You happy to be here?
I'm happy to be
Would
here.
you call it a persnickety meal?
You need another napkin?
No, I would call it a very. You said unctuous. That's very good.
Yeah, unctuous.
I like unctuous.
Do you feel like it was bathed in formaldehyde like our frogs in
Well,
our frogs in high school?
yeah, this is how I remember them tasting too. It was the only way to get an A in the class.
Leave a coating and come across the roof of your mouth, kind of kicking a little bit. Slow hike. Before you,
Wait,
would you tell us just quickly a little bit about this moth that you're getting ready to incinerate? Or I mean cremate. I mean put in the Viking funeral.
He landed in my bathroom while I had the doors open, and he sat there with me and talked to me for a while, and then he went silent.
He went silent. Radio silence.
Goodbye, Bernie.
Hi, Bernie.
Bye, Bernie.
Bye, Bernie.
I'm zooming in.
That was better than burial at sea. Good trombone section going.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah, let's eat.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh,
Bernie.
what am I doing? What am I doing?
Boom, ba 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 boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba bum ba ba boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 boom, ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 boom, ba 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 boom, ba 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 boom, boom, ba boom bum, boom, ba 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 boom, boom, ba boom bum, boom, ba 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 boom, boom, ba boom bum, boom, ba 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 bum bum ba bum bum, boom, ba 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 bum bum, bum bum, boom, ba 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 bum bum, ba bum bum, boom, 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 ba boom, ba ba bum bum, boom, boom, da boom, boom, da boom, dee dee boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, the big tarp is coming down. We're packing it in. There's only like 5 of us doing it, and we're kind of lollygagging, and it's happening, and that's the deal up here at the Grayson Highlands Hang. Y'all say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Don't come back now.
Action.
So you taking a picture of him?
Our
Look
matey.
at this one. Look at this one. We survived the hurricane. Look at all these people survived this hurricane.
Here with the biker pirate here.
What was her name? Helene.
Helene.
Ruth.
Helen. Is it Helene?
Helen. Helene.
Well, if you know her well, you can just call her Helen. Isn't it like Marcy's Marcia, but you guys just call her Mar. Did I write my name big enough? I like a redo. I need a mulligan.
Oh, this way?
Flop this over and then when you roll the crap out of it.
Okay.
Professional tarp rollers, folders.
Yeah. Just rip the high
highway off right here.
It did. Boy, it was wrapping siding around trees. What we're looking at here is some of the river and the flood water that we'd heard about, but did not see until now.